Binance, and KuCoin. Okay, Binance and KuCoin. I think those are my favorites. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what we have here. So this is currently the price. As you can see, it's 0.00001. That's 5 zeros, then 1. Then in KuCoin, let's check what exactly it is. It's, let me try to refresh that. That's the price. You can see here, it's 0.0001005. So there's a difference, right? So we're just going to go over and see how we can exchange this. Go back, into Binance, because it's going to be from Binance straight on. Okay, so let me just make sure I check this out. So let's go ahead and try to get some BTC. Okay, so we have to go and get BTC USDT. Let's get that. So what we want to do now is to buy 100% of that, and then we just buy that immediately, and I'm sure that will go awesome. So we've done that. So we go back to AMB BTC, and then we go ahead and purchase that. Okay, so what we have here is 1107. Okay, so let's make sure that we get that completely. Okay, and then we just buy that, and let's see that everything is going on fine, and we purchase. Perfect. So that is done. Next thing now is that we have to send this over to KuCoin. Okay, so what we're going to do is go to withdraw. Okay, and once we've gone to withdraw, we're just going to get the deposit address from KuCoin. Okay, so what's the deposit address? Let's go there, deposit, and we put the AMB there, AMB, then we'll copy it. Yeah, that's it. We're just going to have to copy the address. We have everything there. You just see it's AMB, and then make sure it's the same network, right, with the one that you're sending from. So we just need to you can see everything is here right now, and then we click on crypto network and we put in the address there. Good. So everything, and we put max. I guess everything is good to go. Let's take a screenshot as usual, and then we click on withdrawal. Good. So is everything fine? Let's see that. Confirm. All right. Let's click on verify now. So you can see that our 1104 AMB is currently processing. Well, and for you to know, let's just click on the tax ID to see whether it will show us more info. Okay, this is not showing us any information. Let's just hold on a bit and see how long this will take. Okay, so let's go over to KuCoin and see what's going on there. Let's hope and pray that the price still is the same. It still looks the same. Oh no, just tell me that the price is still the same. Because it has to be the same. It must be the same. All right, so we're still waiting to see that come in. So I'm still waiting and hoping. I am hoping that this doesn't change so that we can make our good arbitrage with this. Right. So let's go back and see whether the money has come in. We're still waiting. Oh my gosh. This should not take too long because we need to make this work. Okay, so while we wait, let's just hope let's keep our fingers crossed that it doesn't change. Okay, I'll be with you once it comes in. I'll give you the results. See you shortly. All right, so I just wanted to show you that it's currently processing. We're waiting for it. It currently is 129 out of 150 confirmations, I think. So we're still waiting. Let's hope that this doesn't take too long, because if it does, the price is going to change. And when it comes to spotting signals like this, we want to make sure that it doesn't change. Look at the price right now. It's now 0.0010023. That shows it's actually less, and this was the price that we saw that we wanted to deal with. So I'm just hoping, keeping my fingers crossed. As you can see, it still says 0 AMB here, so we're still waiting, hoping that it doesn't take all day to get in. And if it does, well, let's hope that by the time we arrive here, it favors us. Okay, so just giving you the details. I'll be back with you once it comes in fully. See you shortly. Okay, it has arrived. As we can see here, this is the amount. We have 1104. So let's go ahead and get this started. Okay, so we need to transfer this quickly to our trading account. which is very, very important. We need to do that quickly. Okay, so we're going to put all, and then we'll transfer. Good. I always like that sound. So let's get back and see that this works for us. Okay, so see what is happening here. Okay, so what we have here now is we've got the 1104. So what we're going to do is we're going to check this in two parts. So A and B BTC, we can actually do everything here and get it sold. So what we have is this amount. I would like to check how much that will give us. So let's quickly check that out, and let's not waste too much time though. So let me just quickly check what that will give us. Okay, if there's gonna be profit, I do hope so. Okay, it looks like there's gonna be profit, so let's go ahead and do that quickly. But while I'm doing that, I also want to check AMB USDT. Okay, and then to check if we're going to sell this, what would we get? So I'm going with BTC. So let's go back to get that with BTC. Okay, so let's do that quickly. Whoops. What am I seeing here? The price has gone down. Okay, so let's go and check what's happening. Oh yeah, I can see that the price is already down. That's what happened when you don't take advantage quickly. But what we're going to do is that we're going to add a spot trading element to this. Okay, we're going to see if we put it back at 0.00000105, if that will give us what we're looking for. So I'm just going to check this out. Okay, let's see whether it will. Let's just wait. We're going to see whether it will give us that. I'm not going to sell this at a price that's not going to favor us. As you can see here, if I click on sell and I put everything here, it's not going to favor us. We'll go and check this out. Now you'll see what I'm talking about. So let's just copy that and quickly go and check. So because if we check here and it doesn't give us what we're looking for, no, not this one. Let's say BTC USDT. Okay, BTC USDT. So let's click on sell. We're going to put that here and see. It's not giving us what we want. It's coming out low. So let's go back and set this up as a limit order. And let's hope, by the grace of God, that it gives us a good, yes, it gives us something really good. That's AMB BTC. Okay. So now, as you can see here, I'm going to change this price to favor what we want. Okay. So let's change it and give us what we want. Okay. That's supposed to be 1 and 005. Good. So now for now, it's a bit down. And that was because, we tried to send it from Binance and it was taking a whole lot of time. So, but for now, I'm just going to leave it like this. I'm going to set a limit order and I'll be back to let you know how long it takes. Okay, so for now, this is what I want really. So let me go ahead and put that in. I'm still going to copy this and be sure. Copy, and let's go ahead, give it a good screenshot, and then we'll stay in the queue and see how long this takes. Okay. All right. I'll go ahead, put in all my verifications, and I'll be back when it is sold. See you shortly. Okay, so actually I've placed the order, but I felt I needed to show you the charts so that you could see it very, very clearly. Now, this is actually the 1 hour chart. And as you can see from here, this is the current price, which is 0.000, that's 6 zeros and 9983. Just a little while ago, it was actually at, let's just click on that. It was, okay, it had even gone up to 0.000010067. So there's a propensity for this to go higher. Now, at the price where we put it at the 00, and that's 0.00105. Okay, so we're very sure. I'm hoping, keeping my fingers crossed, that this will rise again. Based on the movement of the chart, I see it's quite healthy. It's went down a bit. It's going up. Let's hope and see, and let's just take a look at this and hope that it will rise. If for any reason I see that there is a different move and it's not giving us what we want, I'll come back and then we'll choose another strategy. Anyways, see you shortly. Okay, I'm back just to give you another update of what's going on. So right now it's reason, right, to 0.00001023. And if I take my profit now, I'm already, if I decide to cash out now, I'm already in profit. Okay. So, but the thing is, I'm thinking of still holding on, because if I come here and sell that, which is 1104, and I copy this and take it to BTC, you'll see that we're already in profit. Okay. So let me show you this before I go ahead. So if I paste that here, you will notice that I'm actually in profit. This is 25.46. Don't forget that we started out with 25.28, okay? That's from the beginning. So we're already in profit, but I'm still thinking of still hanging on. I'm waiting a little bit more. Let's see if it gets to maybe like 0.0001004. I might come here and change it and just sell it off, okay? So let's just wait and see. I'll be back to give you more results. Stay blessed. Okay, right now it's at 0.000105, so it's moving up. And as we can see here, part of it has already been bought. So we have, part of it has already been sold. So we have 54.59 out of 1104 already sold at that price. So we're hoping, if I were going to go and pick any of these ones in the order book, we'll see that it's nowhere near what we want. So what we're doing is that I just want to give you this update that currently we've sold part of it, and then we're waiting for the rest to be sold. Okay, so the number that is left to be sold would be this amount, 1049. Okay, so let's hope it does that quickly and then we get rolling. Okay, see you shortly. Okay, I'm back and it has executed. You can even see that it rose up to 0.0000101. That is phenomenal. Okay, so what do we have here? We have no AMB, but we have our BTC. Okay, so what we're going to do now is that we're going to go ahead and change this to TRX. And then we'll send it over to Binance. So let's change this to TRX. No, let's do this. Let's change that to TRX. TRX. That should be BTC. Let me see, but that's it. Yeah. So now we're gonna change this to TRX. What am I saying? We're gonna sell this. No, we're buying actually. We're buying. We're gonna buy completely, and let's see how that is gonna go. Okay. But before I do that, so that I'll be very sure, let me just cut that and take that to Binance and see what we get. Okay, so what we're doing here is that we're going to go to TRX. Let's do that, TRX USDT, and then we'll see what happens here. Okay, not that bad, but let's just see. Let's see how much we will get. Let's just put that as 3-4. Okay, wow, it looks like we are not going to make so much, but let me go back and see what is going to happen. Okay, so this is what we have right now. Okay, so right now, as you can see, we need to change this to what we can actually use and make this profitable for us. So let me try and see if I put 100% here, what's that going to be? 375.51. If I change this to BTC USDT, what would that give me? Although if I do that, that means that I'm going to be having, no, this is not what I want. BTC USDT, BTC USDT, that should be this. If I come here and I try to buy this, right, 100%, if I try to sell, my BTC, what will I get? I will get 25.55, okay? So if I have to change this again to TRX, I'll also have to be spending money. So let me just go and do it. Okay, what will I have here? This is 25.55, okay? If I change 25.55 to TRX, how many will that give me? So let's check that. We just have to really be fast at this point. TRX to USDT. Let's see what that will give us. Oh, it's already increased. So let me see if I put in the, okay, it's not gonna favor us. Let's go back and do TRX to BTC. Okay, TRX BTC. That would be so far. I mean, that's what we started out. So let's just get that done over with. let's just get that done over with. Okay, so now what we have here is that we can actually buy 100%. Oops, it's gone down again. Oh no, 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 this is not what we want. But you can see that it didn't even pick up all the coins there. I'm trying to see whether I can pick everything up. I think I have to go the other route. Let me go and do this. Let's check the BTC to USDT. I'm just trying this out to be sure that this is going to work. So if I come here and I put 100%, I sell 100%, how much will I get? 25. Okay, let me go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and do this. And if I change that to BTC, because I don't want to waste too much time, so let's go ahead and do this, right? Let's go ahead and do this and change it back to TRX. Okay, so I'll be back after the verifications. Okay, so we're currently in queue. I think I'm going to cancel that. I don't want to be in the queue. I don't want to be in the queue. I'm going to cancel that. Okay. It's already 23:049. Let me see. Let me go back. I mean, these are the things that you have to really, really take care of, right? Because you don't want a case where you're selling it for so expensive. Because right now, I need to transfer this back. I need to take this back into Binance and get a profitable amount. No, I need TRX BTC. TRX BTC. Where's BTC? Okay, here it is. Okay, so if I put this here, it's going up. It really is going up. So I need to be fast. Because if I'm not fast, it's going to keep on changing, and then I'm going to have less an amount. So it was actually 375. Now it's it's actually shot up higher. Okay, so that one I need to be careful so that I don't waste the opportunity. Right now, what do I do? What do I do? It was actually 29 29 something lower than this before. So I think I should just go ahead and do this transfer, okay, and do this change. Let's go ahead and see if we can buy that. Let's just go ahead and buy it. Let's hope we're not put in the queue again. Okay, so was this successful? Okay, it was. All right, so now what we have is we have our TRX. Okay, so now let's go over to where we're going to send this. Okay, so we need to deposit it back into our Binance, hoping that we would eventually make profit in this. Of course, if you're using a bigger capital, all this will not be a problem, right? So I just want to go ahead and deposit this back. Okay, so let's try and deposit TRX now. All right, and let's get TRC20, the address. Let's get that, and let's go back into our KuCoin and transfer that back. Okay, so right now we're just going to withdraw it from here. Withdraw, and we're going to put. It's going to be TRX. Okay, you can see it already has highlighted that. Okay, let's just put that there. TRX. So we have this here. Okay, so what do we have? Let's put in the wallet address. Great, and then the network is TRC20. TRC20, and then we're going to put in max everything that is here. Okay, so you can see here what we're going to eventually get is 373.62. Okay, that's what we're going to get. This is the entire amount we are going to get, 373.62. So let's go ahead and withdraw. Okay, I'm going to put in my verification and then I'll get back here. Okay, I put in all my verifications, and then now it's on the processing point, right? It's on the processing point. So this equivalent is like 27.47. Let's hope we make profit with it. Don't forget, we set it out. I think we set it out with 25.25. By the time we do everything, we'll see what is left in our account, and then we'll know whether we made profit or not. Okay, so let me just click on this and check what's happening. It's on its way out, so let me check what's going on here. I guess it's still trying to process, still processing. That's what we are waiting for. Okay. Let me be sure that, okay, it's still waiting for it to move. Once it arrives in Binance, I'll give you the results. See you shortly. Okay, so the TRX has arrived. The value is saying 25.46. Let's go and check how this goes. Let's go back to spot trading and let's see whether we have, oh yeah, it's already in there. So let's see how much this is going to give us. Uh-oh, no, that's not what we want to do. 100% is what we want. Whoops, okay, so see what's going on here. Okay, right now the total value comes to 25.40. Well, let's see how much this is going to give us. We'll check every single thing after we're done. So let's go ahead and just take a screenshot and then we will sell the TRX. Oh, it's in the queue. No, I don't want to be in the queue. I don't want to be in the queue. I don't want to be in the queue. Okay, if I choose one of these, let's see what it's going to give me. If I choose one of that, oh, now that's going to give me too small an amount. I don't want that. I don't want that. Okay, but we're seeing that there's profit though. But let's just make sure that we are on board. Okay, I can see that there's profit, but let me just go ahead and just get this done over with. Okay, let's see what it is now. Let me clear this and do this again because I want to be sure that we're currently on the right price. Okay, so currently this is the price. This is the price that we have. If I choose one of these, this will give me that. Okay, so it's even lower. It's lower. It's lower. But let's just go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and do this and success. Okay, so now let's go back and see what we have. Okay, so well, we made profit actually, but don't forget we had a lot of transfer fees. You can see here, it started out 25.28, okay? And so here we are at 25.34. What's that in the, let's check that out. 25.34, okay? 25.34 minus 25.28. 6 cents. Well, it's not that much money really if you look at it, but the truth of the matter is that if for instance you're using like $100 what's it called, $100 capital, you definitely would make more than this, right? It's just because this is a small capital and I'm doing this intentionally, right? I could decide to have done this with $100 or more, but I'm doing this for people who don't even have as much. So I can see that there's still a potential to make profit, okay? The only thing that happens is that when you're transferring from one exchange to another and from that exchange back, or you're doing some exchanges within, the platform, you will find out that everything has to do with fees and every fee is 0.1%. So that means that if, for instance, right, this was done probably only, if I didn't have to change it to TRX before transferring it, I probably could have made at least 10 cents or even 15 cents, right? But because I had to do this, transfer it to KuCoin, I was expending, fees. In KuCoin, I had to, change it again. And I did that like about 2 times because after I, did the exchange to BTC, that's from BTC to AMB to BTC, that was a 0.1% fees charged. After that, I had to change it again to TRX so that I can have lesser transfer fees, because if I had to transfer BTC, I'm going to spend a whole lot. Okay, if I'm going to transfer it even as USDT, I'm going to spend one whole USDT for that. So that's the reason why we changed this to TRX and then got it back home. Now, even when we got back home, see what happened. It would have had 25.47. But what happened was, because the price of TRX went up, it actually went down, the value reduced. And that's always the challenge, right? When you are using unstable pairs, there's always that volatility aspect that comes, right? And you have to be sure that whatever you're doing, you want to make sure that you're making profit, right? You want to make sure you're making profit in whatever you're doing. So currently right now, we made profit. Not too much profit, right? But at the same time, this shows that there's a potential for us to do this, right? You can try it out. Let me know your comments in the chat box what you were able to get. Always remember, before you go ahead with any trade, you must always simulate to try and see whether there's a profit potential. I simulated, I saw the profit, but by the time it came back to Binance, TRX had gone down a bit. So that's why we didn't have so much of our profit. But anyway, 6 cents is not as if it's that bad. Imagine I had $1,000 and that would be a multiple of that. Okay. Thank you so much once again for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know in the chat. If you haven't subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for. Go ahead, smash that subscribe button, give us a like. And if you want to learn more, come on, you can just click on the button. You can click on the link in the description and I'll be chatting with you. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next video. Hello and welcome back to Income Strategies, the place where you learn the skills to make money, multiply your money, and to manage your money. Okay, today we're currently on ANKRUSDT. We're actually on the compare markets for ANKR coin, and we're looking at the opportunities that are there. So we're looking at the prices. I can see the prices are rapidly changing. And just for a few moments, I've been seeing it change up and down. Yes. So I'm just waiting for it to get to a very considerable range. Now we can see this is 509, 0509 for USDT. It's also 0509 for BTC. In a few moments, it's going to flip very soon and you're going to see the prices quickly change. Okay, as you can see here, we have it now 0510 for USDT. 0509 for BTC, 0509. Oh, it's already on 0511. All right. So I'm just trying to let you know that this market is not stable at all. It is very, very volatile. So what I'm trying to do is to try and, get this ANKR bot, on the USDT market for 0509. And I'm going to sell it to the BTC market for 0511 because as you can see, it's just flipping and flopping. So we can actually do that. So let's just go ahead and let's go to the USDT market first and foremost. And let's see what we have there. We have 0510. I'm going to take that down to 0509. Okay, so let me go back and check that and see that everything works well. Okay, so I can see that it's actually 0510, 0511. Okay, let's make it get back to 0509. It will definitely get back there in a bit, or I can actually make it get back there. So let me just go and change this to fit what I want. 0509. Okay, what's the current market price? Okay, it's 0508. Okay, as you can see, 0508. It's already back to that. So if I just do a little simulation just to see what I will get, let's copy that. Okay, this is on 05082. Okay, so let me go sell that to BTC market. I'm going to put that, let's see what it is here. Okay, you can actually see this here. Let's put that there, and we're just simulating for now. Okay, so of course, it did not recognize the decimal point, so we need to remove that. So let me cut that and go and sell this on the BTC USDT market. Let's see whether we're going to make a profit. Let's see that. Okay, it looks like we would be able to make profit because we had to subtract part of that decimal point. Okay, let me go back and see how this would go. I'm sure definitely we're going to make a profit. I had to subtract part of it. So let me go back to ANKR USDT. What is the price right now? Okay, the price is 05110. Let's go check the compare markets. Okay, because it's really flipping and flopping. Okay, as you can see here, BTC is 0509. USDT is definitely going to get back to 0509, and I'm going to put it back at 0509. That is what I am going to put it back as, and that's what I'm going to sell it as. So this is what we're going to do. As you can see that it's flipping and flopping, flipping and flopping. It's right now at 0512. Okay, so I'm thinking of putting it in 0510, and I'm going to sell it in the BTC market because I know it's going to get there at 0512. So let's go ahead and see how that will look like. I'm just going to check that. Okay, let's see what we have here. Oh, we're actually on 0507 now. So let's go ahead and, go ahead and just, buy it at that. Take a screenshot and go ahead and buy. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. We have gone ahead and bought it at 0507. Okay. So let's go to the compare markets and pick on BTC. Okay. Let's check what it is because we want to make sure that we don't say it as a loss. Okay. So it's currently on 0504. I'm just going to wait a little for it to get to 05010. Oh no, 0510. Okay. Once it gets there, I'll be back to place my sell. See you shortly. Okay, so I'm actually back and I'm just going to put it on a sell limit. I'm going to take this up to 0. That should be 210, or should I make it 211? Okay, I can see it's going up back again. So I'm just going to sell and put everything there. And let's see how this will go. But first of all, let's see what I would get with this amount. Let me go and check what I would get with this amount. I'm going to go to BTC and see if I can get something good with it. And let's see if this will be good. Oh, no, it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. So I'm going to go back and check it out again. Let's go back and put it. Let me do the compare markets. Okay. It's going to go back up. Let's put it at 12. Let's do 12. Let's put everything there. Let's put all of that. It's going to be, okay. What would it be at the point? Okay, it's 501. Okay, it's going up. It's definitely going to go up, right? So I'm going to just leave it as, let's see, let's put that 213. And let's see, it will get up to that point. Okay, let me see what I have here. And then I'll go check out what I'm going to get. Now you have to realize that's not everything. Still looks good. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back and see what that is going to give us. Okay. Okay, let me go back now. I'm going back to ANKR itself. And then I'm going to check what's happening currently on the compare markets. Okay, I can see the price is going down drastically, but it's going to come back up with full force. Okay, so let's go back and place our sell limit. Okay, we'll place our sell limit for 2113. That's what we're going to play it. That's what we're going to put it as. Okay, so let's go back and do this. Take this to 2113. No, let's make it 2114. Okay, put everything there, and then we'll place our sell. Okay, so we're currently in queue. Let's see how long this will take us, and we'll be back shortly. See you soon. Okay, I'm back. So now it's already sold to BTC. So let's go check and do this quickly before BTC goes down. Let's just check the trade history. All right, so it's already sold, and we got 0.0007218. Okay, so and how many hours did that take? Let's see, 1402 and then 19, like about 5 hours. But let's go ahead and just quickly do this. Go to BTC. We're going to BTC and USDT. And then all we just want to do now is sell everything. Okay, so let's go ahead and see this. Okay, 1, 2, go. All right, so it's sold. So let's go back and let's see how much we have. Okay, we actually made profit. Okay, so we made profit. That's the most important thing in any trade that you take. The most important thing is that when you take a trade, make sure you make profit. Don't ever allow that go into a loss. Okay, except in situations you can't manage. Let's go and check on the BTC leg of this, because this is ANKR. So let's go to the BTC leg of it and see exactly what happened. So we're going to look at the BTC side of things. Let's take a look at the charts so that you can understand exactly what went on. Now, if you look at this, you will see that there was a bull run. Okay, and it actually got all the way to, I think, what is this? 2116, almost 21. In fact, I think it even got to 217. Okay, let's just say that it ran past 214. So what we actually put in was 0.000214. And for me, that was quite adventurous because at the time we were trying to sell it to BTC, it had gone low. It had even gone as low as 20, I think maybe 202 or 205. So it was really adventurous. But looking at this, I saw that it actually ran all the way to 217, which is good. And we were able to get out of this trade quickly. Now, what's my advice for you? Of course, when you get into a trade, make sure that you are not greedy. Because really, if I had an inkling that this would get to 216, I would have put it at 216 or 215 or probably 217. But we left it at 214, which was quite considerate, but a little bit of adventure. And you can see it's actually a mix of and it was actually a mix of spot trading. Triangular arbitrage with some touch of spot trading, because I actually had to, put it at a sell limit that was much higher than what it was at that point. And you can do the same. As long as you can see that there's movement, there's velocity, there's buying and selling. If you check ANKR USDT, you'll see that, it's sold practically immediately. Look for coins that have a lot of inter-exchange. As you can see here, you can see that it's moving. It's not stagnant. You can see that it's moving. It's moving. Yes, it may not be as fast as BTC USDT, but it's moving, which shows that people are buying and selling. And if you check the BTC leg also, you will see that it's also the same. It's also moving. People are buying and selling. It's moving. You can see that there's velocity in both. It's not as fast as the USDT leg, but it's actually moving gradually, as you can see, right? So as the most important thing here is whenever you get into a trade, check out these different things. Check out that there's velocity. Check out that, the price is considerable. Check out that everything flows in place so that you wouldn't come out with a loss. I hope you've learned something today. We went in with the ANKR USDT. We changed it to, we sold it to BTC and of course back to USDT, and we made a profit. God bless you, and I look forward to hearing from you. If you're interested in learning more, right, don't hesitate. Click on the link in the description and I'll be there chatting with you. And if you haven't subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, give us a like, and we'll be hearing from you. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next video. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next video. In this spot trading event, we want to check out this new kid on the block called Pepe/USDT to see what it's got to offer us. Now, welcome to Income Strategies, the place where you learn the skills to make money, to multiply your money, and to manage your money. So what do we have here? Now, look at this. Can you see how this is fluctuating? It's fluctuating between 115, 114, 116. Is just going up and down. And that's the thing. When you come over to a place where you want to do your spot trading, you have to have velocity. Can you see what's going on here? That shows you that things are moving. Things are going. Can you see how it's moving? That's how we want to see. So let's go to the charts and look at the all-time high and the all-time low within the last 24 hours. Now look at this. Look at this. The all-time high for the last 24 hours is 0.0000127, while the all-time low is 0.0000112. So let's go ahead and choose something right in between it, right? So here we've got we're currently at 115, 114. So let me just take a look at this and come down by just one at the edge, and then try to simulate. So what we have is this, and then when we pick that up, okay, then we'll try to sell at 115. Okay, right, 115 here. I think we did 114, so we'll do that 115, and let's see. Okay, let's see. Am I right? Okay, now this is what 20.17. I think what we did, I'm going to do that again. I'm not sure what exactly, I couldn't remember. So what I'm saying was that go down by 1 or 2. Let's even say we go down by 2. Let's go down to 113. All right, we'll pick up that, copy it. All right, and then we sell at 115. Okay, and let's see what we get. Okay, so we get 35 cents. Well, actually like about 36 cents, which is, if you look at it, that's like about 1.8% or 1.75%, which is good. When we are doing spot trading, you look for a conservative amount, okay? You go down that by a bit and you go back up by a bit. That's how you do it so that you don't get stuck. So let's look at the charts. All right. So look at the chart here. You can see where it's just going and flipping and flopping. So this was the all-time low. So we're going to set this. I'm not sure whether this is going to go to 113, but you can see how it's just going up and down. Let's try 114. Okay. Let's try 114 again. So when we try 114, 114 should just make it convenient. Okay, it's already on 114. So why are we going on? Let's just see. Okay, so if I sell this at 116, how much would I make? It's obviously going to be the same amount, all right, that I would make. Yeah, about the same amount. So now you can see what we have here. It's currently at 115. So I'm going to go down to 113 and see whether we can get this done. Okay, let's move it quickly to 113, and there we go. So first off, I'm just going to have to put a buy limit here. All right, a buy limit of 113. Okay, so let's pick that up and see how much we get. And then we go ahead and then we buy. So we're currently in the queue. So let's see how long this takes to get this executed. I'll be back with the reports. See you shortly. All right, I'm back. And as you can see, it has already bought. So the next thing now is for us to quickly set our sell limit. Okay, so for us to set our sell limit, we're going to go over to use 115. So don't forget that what we actually set as our buy limit was 113. So now for our sell limit, we're going to take it to 115. Okay, so for us to do this, we just have to like pick up 100%. And you can see, oh, wow, it's gone a bit lower. Now we're in 20.33. What if I change this to 6? Let's see what, oh, it's going to go to 20.51. Wow, so this is at 20.51. Would you think this is going to go up so soon? I'm not sure. Wow, it's still deep in, but I'm just going to try this out and see. Let's leave it as 116 for now. This looks a bit funny, but I'm just going to go with it. I'm going to go with it. And let's just take our screenshots and then we'll sell. Okay, currently it's in the queue. I'll be back to give you the results shortly. All right, I'm back. And guess what? Pepe USDT has already sold. And see what we've got. We've got 20.4899. And you can guess what that is. This shows that we've got about 48 cents, like about 49 cents, almost 50 cents profit. And that's like about 2.5%. Yes, so let's just say 2.4%, right? And that was really cool. Of course, that took a little bit of time. If you check the charts, you would see that immediately after I placed my trade here, there was a huge dip. Look at it. It went all the way and went so down. And all of a sudden, it kept on going sideways until just about a few minutes ago. And it just had a big pump, boom, to the top. And I'm telling you, so Pepe has showed that it's time for it to pepper us, right? So Pepe has peppered us. It has given us some pepperistic moves. Awesome. So that was actually a nice one. As you can see, this is like about 2.4%, profit. And just imagine that you put in $1,000. What would you make? I mean, let's just go and check the calculations. If you put in $1,000, right, what would you make? This is what, 20, and we say times what, 2.4%, and we got 48 cents. So if you had $2,000, for instance, you had $2,000, what will you get? Times 2.4%, what will you get? You get $48. So that means that if you had $1,000, right, you would get $24 as your profit. You had $100, you would get $2.40. And that's why with my $20, I was able to get 48 cents. Now, do you understand what we're talking about here? This just shows, right, that when we're doing these things, it's very important that you understand the concept behind it. Now, I must tell you the truth, right? I was just carried away by the fact that it's one of the new boys on the block, right? That was why I was just carried away by it. But when I went back to check the status, I saw it was amongst the losers. When I look at it, I mean, normally you should go, I mean, it's currently on hot, right? But if you look at it on new listings, you might find it somewhere there, right? Because Pepe is on the new listings, but it's not like high up. It's just somewhere down. If we look at the gainers, it's not, I don't think it's there for now. Yeah, it's not there. It's actually on losers, right? So it went all the way from losers. Oh, it's not even there right now because right now it's picked up, right? It's currently on hot because it's really hot. It's really, really hot right now. It just sprang up from 0.000100 to 115, and that made it hot. Now, of course, I was just carried away by the fact that it's new. But the truth of the matter is one of the new coins on the block, right? So it's quite given to a lot of volatility. Because if you take a look at what they said here, take a look, it says risk warning. The price of this token is subject to high volatility, very high. So that means at some point it can unnecessarily drop, and at some point, it can unnecessarily rise, just like you can see here. You can see how this thing looks. It looks really interesting. See the kind of dump it had, and then all of a sudden, within a couple of hours, which is always like about 10, 15 hours, it had a really good home run. And that's why you have to understand that when you're choosing coins like this, especially coins that are just listed in the market, especially this Pepe USDT, we just listed, if you check it, how many days ago? It just listed about probably like 2 weeks ago. Like about 2-3 weeks ago, you could just count that. You will see how many days it's been listed. Just about 2 weeks ago. Let me check when this one listed. I guess can see the big pump, right? This was listed on the 5th of May, right? And as we're doing this recording, this is the 6th of June, just about a month ago. So that's it. It's still a new, fresh coin in the space. Anyways, I hope you've learned something. Pepe USDT has given us some pepperistic moves, right? And so we're happy that we're able to make some good change from this, some good money from this. So try it out and let's see how it has gone with you. Let me know your experience, if it went well with you. And if you're considering trying this out, let me know in the comments. And if you haven't subscribed, I don't know what you're doing. Come on, hit that subscribe button, right? Give us a like, give us a share, and more importantly, always come back to watch our videos. You can go to our playlist. We have several, videos there for you to learn from, right? This is like a university of crypto, right? You will see a university of arbitrage where you can actually watch, videos on triangular arbitrage, inter-exchange arbitrage, spot trading like we just did right now with Pepe USDT, and learn more. And if you're interested, right, in learning more and you want my one-on-one counsel, you can click on the link in the description and you'll be chatting with me. Thank you. What are the steps to consider before taking a trade? Now, because these live trades are normally spot trading trades, okay? So I'm going to give you a step-by-step guide so that you know how to take your trades, okay? That's very important to the person. So if you're joining me live, welcome. So this is the tutorial section of these live trades, okay? So I want to take time to answer the question that was asked me, that what are the steps to consider before taking the trades, okay? And then what are the things you need to consider, right, before you even cancel the trade or things like that. So I'll take it bit by bit so that we all understand. So let me go back into this is the spot trading section, right? So the reason why I tend to use the spot trading section more than the convert is because most of the pairs are in the spot trading section, okay? So most times when you go to convert, you may not see these pairs happen, or you may not see these pairs, appear the way they appear in spot trading. Now, of course, you should realize that in the spot trading section here, you're going to be charged 0.1% on any trade. And if you're using BNB as your trading fees, you will be charged less, like 25% less. You'll be charged 0.075, something like that, and you'll be charged less. Now, the reason why I tend to prefer to use the same currency in which I am, doing the trades in is because it just makes it simpler to, categorize and look at the deduct all the fees and all of that, right? So that's why I choose to use the same currency. So if I'm doing BTC USDT, I would allow it to be charged in BTC rather than maybe charging BNB, something like that, just for ease of calculations. That's the reason why I do that. Anyway, so this is the spot trading section, and of course on the right hand side here we've got the order book, right? This order book is very important. You need to take note of the order book because these are the real prices. Now you may see the price in the center here, and that's the 366 that's changing to 366.40. That's like the ask price. But the real price when you're trying to make a trade are the prices that are listed in either the red section or the green section. So for instance, when we're trying to make take a spot trading trade. Is that not tautology? Anyways, I'm sure you understand what I'm saying. When you're trying to place a trade in spot trading, you need to consider this, what I call it now, the submissions in the order book, because these are the live submissions in the order book. Now, if you want to buy, right, if you want to make a purchase of that particular pair, you got to look at the first red, because really, if you want to buy instantly, because I know people keep on asking me, oh, should I take market order? No, you can get your trades executed immediately when you do the simple trick. Just understand it. You want immediately, you got to choose a higher price. Don't choose the center price, because it's not going to execute immediately, except it's BTC USDT to always, it's always flipping and flopping because of the velocity. So it definitely will, execute faster, right? But if there are other trades that you want to take, maybe like different pairs, you have to choose a higher price. That is the first red. This first red that is saying 3657276 and all of that, that is the first red I'm referring to. Okay, now if you want to buy, now if you want to sell, okay, and you're looking at it and you're seeing that you're still in the queue and you want to sell immediately, you got to choose the first green. This one that says 36598, that is the first green. So remember, you want to buy the first red, you're going to pick that. That's going to be a slightly higher price, and you must do all the simulations to be sure you're going to make money. Sell immediately and instantly, you need to pick the first green. So I wanted you to understand the concept of the order book, because that's very key for you to understand. Whether you're doing spot trading, you're doing inter-exchange arbitrage, you're doing triangular arbitrage, these are the same steps. These are the things you must take note of. Okay, now let's delve deep into spot trading. What are the things we must take note of before we place a trade? First off, if I take you to, and I'm going to probably just place a trade as I'm doing this tutorial so that you will understand what I'm saying. You go to gainers, because I love to use gainers. I don't use losers anymore. New listings, I still use it once in a while, but I'd rather just stick with gainers. You always like to stick with what works, right? Very key. So you can expand it. Now, because BTC has just gone through a slight dump right now, most of the prices will be falling, but that's not a problem. We'll definitely be able to get one of the trades. Now, look at this. We can see that the topmost one has risen like plus 68% within the last 24 hours, right? That should be Badger, I think. Yeah, Badger is $4.86. Now, look at it. If I click on it, you can see what's going on here. Now, you can see how this run all the past 10 hours has been going up, just because BTC has also been going up, right? Then after a while, the last 3-4 hours, it had a dump, and then it's back up again and just going up and down, flipping and flopping. But currently right now, if you take a good look, we have the parabolic SARS underneath. Now, what are the things we have to look at? First off, like I always tell you, you have to choose coins that have a propensity to increase, to go up, okay? Not just because you're picking a coin that's already on the ground, no, and that it might likely go up. No, that is a probability. We're talking about propensity. Propensity is different from probability, okay? Propensity means that it has a likelihood. It's more in the positive that this will rise up. Remember, if you heard what I just said, please just type in the comments propensity. Propensity means that it is likely to increase more than a probability. Okay, so it definitely has that opportunity, and it looks like it's going to increase. Now look at this. One of the things that gave us a sign that this would increase is when you have the parabolic SARS underneath, not on top, because on top means that it's already going down in the momentum direction downwards. You don't want that. Okay, you want to be sure that you're taking the steps up and that you're following that steps. Very, very key, very, very important. Okay, so now this has a propensity to increase. Yes, it looks like it has a pullback moment, because anytime that is how trading is, right? Anytime it rises up, it definitely must have a pullback. Remember that everything that goes up must come down at some point, and then it will go back up again. Remember that that is the pattern of trading. It's never a straight line. Never a straight line. Okay, so now that we've looked at that, now you can see it's having a pullback moment. Will I choose this trade for now? Because I don't know how long the pullback moment is going to be, I'm going to have to come back. So I wouldn't take this trade because, number one, even though the parabolic SARs are going up, I wouldn't take the trade because right now it's in the pullback season. So until I see it's in pump mode, because that's another thing you must consider, pump mode. The pump mode is very important. That means that it's actually leveled and it's in a green candle and it is topping it and increasing it at that same point. That is what I call pump mode. Okay, so this is what I call a pullback season, so you have to wait it out. Okay, so I hope that is on. If you have any questions about what I'm sharing, I'm just trying to answer the question on what are the things we need to look out for before we take any trades. I don't want to do anything above your heads. I want to make sure you understand every single thing I'm doing, right? So that you can also replicate the same. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so let me go ahead. So first off, like I said, first, the parabolic SARS has to be underneath. We've seen that. Then it must be in pump mode. So even though the parabolic SARS has been met, it's not in pump mode. All right, so those are the two things. Then of course the third thing is that you have to look at the RSI. RSI has to be less than 70. Probably even if it's in 70s, it shouldn't be up to 75. Max 72, 73. But this is a good one, but because I'm going to strike it out right now, not totally, but like I'll have to come back to it because it's in a pullback season. So when you see that one of those three is not checked, you have to go and look for another one. Okay, now there are some other complicated things that people will tell you about the depth of the market and all of those, and you go to CoinMarketCap and you check. No, I'm trying to make this simple for you. Okay, and if you feel this is simple enough, just give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up in the comments. Let me know that it's simple enough for you to understand. And if you're finding it difficult, let me know. All right. So let's go to another thing that we need to look at. Now, after you've seen all these three things, these first three things are for you to even decide or consider whether you're going to take this trade or not. After you've seen that all three are good, what do you do next? You look at the volume. Look at the volume, the 24-hour high, where did you go to where it was the max place it went to in the last 24 hours, right? Then you look at the low, right? But we're more concerned about the high because whatever we're doing, if it hit that place, it should be able to hit it or at least somewhere close to it. Okay. Then of course for liquidity, you need to check the volume, what is being traded. As you can see here, we have 120 million USDT. That shows that there's a lot of liquidity in this pair, right? So because there's a lot of liquidity in this pair, you shouldn't get stuck. Okay, so I think we've been able to get it, right? So before you take your trades, ensure these first three things are there, then check the volume, check the maximum it went to in the past 24 hours. Very, very important. Okay. Now, so the next stuff is like, as I've told you, we're going to gain us. So now I hope that's very clear.